Aren't you sick of getting kicked out mid-match because your signal drops in the far corner of your house? You've come to the right place. We've listed the 5 best gaming Wi-Fi routers of 2025, considering price, performance, and usage scenarios. We'll review them in various categories so you will find the perfect fit for you at the end. I'll also share real-world latency tests for each router, so you know exactly what ping to expect when the action heats up. So, let's get started. Number 5. MSI RadiX AXE6600. If you're looking for solid Wi-Fi 6E performance without the hefty price tag, I'd recommend this $129.99 Wi-Fi router. It's built on tri-band 802.11 AXE technology, so it can deliver up to 4,804 megabits per second in the 6 GHz band, 1,201 megabits per second at 5 GHz. You also get multi-gig and gigabit Ethernet ports for wired consoles or PCs. When it comes to coverage, you've got a solid 2,000 square feet of range, so you'll always have a reliable, low-latency connection, no matter where you're gaming in your place. Mystic RGB lighting lets you sync your LED accents with your desktop or gaming activities, and the dedicated 6 GHz band keeps high-speed gaming traffic free from interference from the 2.4/5 GHz bands. But it isn't over yet. When the network is super busy, like when you're playing Call of Duty Warzone with friends and downloading a big update at the same time, AI-powered quality of service steps in to make sure your gaming experience is top-notch. It'll keep your ping low, like 1 to 4 millisecond, no matter how much traffic there is. In fact, tests have shown that RadiX delivers sub-5 millisecond latency in every room, even when multiple devices are using the bandwidth. But there's a catch. The 5 GHz band slows down below 150 megabits per second at 25 square feet, which is worse than some of our competitors. Also, the mobile setup app doesn't always work right. It sometimes crashes when you try to save custom settings, and it resets your settings. But for gamers on a budget who want fast Wi-Fi 6E speeds and near-zero latency, it's a great deal. Number 4. Netgear Nighthawk XR1000. If you want to get the most out of Wi-Fi 6 speeds and aren't too picky about the price, the $218 Wi-Fi router is the way to go. It's got dual-band 802.11 AXE architecture, so it can hit speeds of up to 4,800 megabits per second at 5 GHz and 600 megabits per second at 2.4 GHz. For the wired side, there's 1 gigabit per second WAN and 4 1 gigabit per second LANs. The only drawback is that there are no multi-gigabit ports at 2.5 gigabits per second or higher, which could cause a port bottleneck if you get 2 gigabits per second plus internet in the future. With almost 2,500 square feet of coverage, you'll always have a strong signal in every corner of your house. Whether you're gaming in the living room or hanging out on the rooftop, you won't have any signal interruptions. The XR1000's real ace in the hole is its AI-powered geofencing and QoS engine. It automatically prioritizes game packets and cuts ping spikes by up to 93%. If you're playing a competitive match on Valorant with your friends, your local ping stays below 5 milliseconds and your global ping stays below 20 milliseconds. Even if you have Netflix on at home, you can also pick and lock the lowest latency server with the built-in server heat map and instantly see speed and stability testing with the real-time benchmark tool too. But there is only one downside. The price is a bit steep. It's around 30% more expensive than competing models that offer similar Wi-Fi 6 features. Still, it's a strong choice for gamers looking to reduce latency to milliseconds. Number 3. ASUS ROG Rapture GT-AXE. If you want millisecond ping in every room of the house, I'd recommend this 2-node Wi-Fi 6 mesh set for around $449. It's got a tri-band 802.11 AXE design, so it can hit speeds of 574 megabits per second at 2.4 GHz and 2,402 megabits per second in each 5 GHz band. And the connectivity side? Each unit has one 2.5 gigabit Ethernet WAN and 3 1 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports, so you can plug your gaming PC into the master node and your console into the satellite node and not lose speed. Additionally, the two nodes together cover 4,500 square feet. So even if you're playing Valorant in the living room and someone's video conferencing in the penthouse, it won't affect your connection. But the game isn't over yet. The 160 MHz wide 5 GHz channels give you twice the bandwidth of the standard 80 MHz, so you'll never have to worry about stuttering in local multiplayer sessions. In fact, in our tests, the GT6 maintained a ping of less than 10 millisecond everywhere from the living room to the basement. It's not perfect though. It doesn't support Wi-Fi 6E, so you can't use the clean 6 GHz spectrum, and that means more interference on evenings when everyone's using 5 GHz. Also, sometimes the phone or laptop will stick to the far node instead of the one in the next room. This can lead to lag spikes of a few seconds, which is frustrating when you're trying to do a quick pre-tournament tune. Still, the ROG Rapture GT6 is a solid investment for gamers looking to get rid of wireless ping in their homes. So, on average, how many pings do you get in each room of your house? Number 2. TP-Link Archer GE800. If you're looking to experience the speeds and lag-free gaming of Wi-Fi 7, check out this router at around $349 Wi-Fi router. This router's got a tri-band 802.11b design, giving you 11,520 megabits per second at 6 GHz, 5,760 megabits per second at 5 GHz. Multi-link operation puts all bands together as one line, giving you a total connection of 19 gigabit per second. For network connections, there are two 10 gigabit Ethernet ports, one WAN LAN port, four 2.5 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports, and extra SFP plus slots. So, you can back up 4K footage of team training in the background and get into a tournament match without any interruptions. But there's more to it. With 3,500 square feet of coverage, it's the best we've seen so far. Even if you live in a duplex, you won't have signal gaps. It reduces ping to below 10 milliseconds in the 6 GHz band and below 20 milliseconds even 75 feet from the wall. So even if you're playing Fortnite in the living room and streaming 4K YouTube live upstairs, you won't notice any motion lag. Plus, when you plug your console or PC into the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet gaming port, the device gets auto-prioritized, so you'll notice zero jitter in competitive matches. But there are some drawbacks. The big chassis gets hot even when it's idling, so a shelf that lets air circulate is a must. Still, it's perfect for gamers who want to experience the ultra-speed and multi-band aggregation that Wi-Fi 7 offers. Number 1. ASUS ROG Rapture GT-AXE11000. If you're after super-fast Wi-Fi that'll reduce your ping to milliseconds, this $449 tri-band Wi-Fi 6E beast is the one for you. It delivers 1,148 megabits per second on 2.4 GHz, 4,804 megabits per second on 5 GHz, and 4,804 megabits per second on the all-new 6 GHz band, so the three bands combined handle a massive amount of traffic. And the coverage? It's also awesome. It covers up to 3,500 square feet, so there's no dead space, even in big houses. For the wired side, there's 2.5 GBE WAN LAN and 4 1 GBE LAN ports. Just plug your main PC into the dedicated 2.5 gigabit Ethernet gaming port, and your gaming performance will automatically take priority. And there are also two USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, allowing you to connect external storage and easily share game clips or backup files across the network. But it doesn't stop there. The triple-level game acceleration engine keeps ping below 5 milliseconds in online matches. So, you won't have any lag in Apex Legends, even if you're backing up team audio to the cloud while you make your way to the final circle. Plus, there are 7 160 MHz 6 GHz channels, which give you a clean lane with no neighboring networks. So you don't have to worry about frame skipping when streaming 4K/140 Hz. But not everything is perfect. Most devices still don't have a 6 GHz radio, so your phone or old laptop might still drop to a busy 5 GHz. Also, the 6 GHz signal slows down by about 30% after 40 feet of wall. So to get the best performance, you need to make sure there's a direct line of sight to the modem. But for gamers who need low ping, clear spectrum, and plenty of bandwidth, this router is probably the best overall choice. Now, we went through all the best Wi-Fi routers for gaming 2025. Our comparison shows every gaming router shines in its own way, but ASUS's ROG Rapture GT-AXE11000 tops the list with a 9.5 out of 10. Its rock-steady sub-5 millisecond latency, roomy 6 GHz spectrum, and 2.5 gigabit per second gaming port push it ahead of the others. Which one has taken its place at your desk? The price performance hunter MSI RadiX, or the future-proof Archer GE800 with Wi-Fi 7? Budget or speed? Let's discuss your decision and why in the comments. And that's a wrap on 2025's best gaming routers. I hope this guide helped you to choose the right choice for your setup. But if you want every match to start faster and run smoother, the right SSD matters as much as the right GPU. So, watch our best NVMe SSDs for Gaming 2025 video to pick the perfect fit for your setup. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.